Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today we're out on beautiful Lake Chickamauga doing some springtime bass fishing. It's 30 degrees this morning, but it's gonna warm up quickly and it is a gorgeous day. These fish should be aggressive. Let's go catch them. Now I haven't been out on Chickamauga a whole lot lately, but we're going out today searching for aggressive fish, searching for schools of fish. That's one of my favorite things to do in spring. So I've got an A-rig, a lipless, a blade bait, a chatterbait, a square bill, all sorts of power techniques, fast moving techniques, rigged up and ready to cover some water. Let's go out there, see if we can build a pattern together and catch some nice fish. We are on the board. First fish. Ate that jackhammer. It's been a common thread this year, but I think he had some friends up here. We got a couple short strikes as well. What we're looking for is schools of fish, not singles. I mean, I'll take every fish. Oh, I missed him. We got a school. When you find them schooling, you know, it's the same amount of work as finding a single. You get to catch a bunch of them. So that's why we're fishing fast, aggressive, moving baits, trying to locate these bigger groupings of fish. Oh. Oh. I wonder if they're smaller, or I wonder if they're in a bad mood. Let's throw them a different bait. Just fired the blade bait up there. Doesn't cover water nearly as quick as the chatterbait, but it works. The Demiki Vault, a ½ ounce. Oh, that's another quality fish. So it wasn't that they were little ones. They just weren't quite getting the chatterbait. Maybe it was color. We could play with that later. For now, let's catch another one. Oh, missed him. That one knocked complete slack in the line. There's a bunch of fish. Oh, oh, he came off. There are a bunch of fish right here. Jeez. Let me turn the boat so you can see. There's nothing special visually about this spot. Just a shallow flat, maybe 6 or 7 feet deep. There's one. Feels like it could be a good one. Staying down a little better. Up, same side. These are all nice fish. I mean, they are chewing, man. Nice. Get back in there. I got hung up on a little grass or a leaf or something. Popped it free and this one ate it. Boy, he ate it too, head first. Hey buddy. Take some pliers to get him out of you. It's that Demiki Vault. They are crushing that thing. Jeez. Wonder if they'd eat a lipless the same way. I need to quick grab one as soon as it slows down. There we go. Bait was fouled up. Golly. This is what spring bass fishing is all about. This is why we come out here when it's 30 degrees. And look for schools of fish. Man, think you wanted that? What I'm gonna do is hit them with the vault until they stop. And then try the lipless to see if we can get a few more. I'm just gonna let this camera run as long as this goes on. Golly. Guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing special about this spot except for these fish. You know, we're in my jet boat, so I don't even have a front graph. I was just working my way into the back of a cove, had a short strike on a chatterbait, had another short strike, and then caught that one. Threw back in, short strike, picked up the blade. Here we are, just old school bass fishing. Golly. One almost feels snagged. Yep, that one got snagged. Sorry, buddy. You tried to eat it. Let me get that hook out of you. There you go. Cool, missed it. You fouled me up. I'm still making the same cast. I haven't even thrown to the left or right yet to see how big this school is. I just keep firing in there hoping there's a big one in the mix. It can be that way, where they're just all in there together. I threw a little more to the right that time. Nothing there. Go over to the left a little bit. There's one. That real shad vault, just chomping it. Those first few fish were better quality, but I feel like at any time we could hook a giant. Got caught up in the cover. I want to throw a lipless, but it's sitting in the box. I have to tie it on. And when you're on these schools and they're fired up, letting them cool off is the worst thing you can do. That's the end of it. So as bad as I think I could crush them on an LV or a TN70 right now, I feel like I got to keep throwing the blade. I've got a square bill here. Maybe I could pick that up real quick. Because they are cooling off. You can feel it happening. I'm fouled up and one hit it anyway. I was trying to pop it free. I've got the back hook tied up. Looks like I let them cool down. That's what happens. Either you make a mistake, don't throw back in, or you're just playing beat on them. Once they go cold, that's a wrap. That schooling mentality is over. And it's time to find another group. We could probably come back to these, but they're gonna need to rest for a little bit now. There we go. I decided to tie the LV on and throw back in there. First cast. Ooh, popped right out of his mouth. Nice. There we go. 2 casts in a row. I knew if I switched to that lipless, they'd be on it. The blade and the lipless are just a perfect 1-2 punch. Thanks, buddy. I missed him and he fouled me up. I'm just shaking it, trying to get it to unfoul. There we go. I think I'm already out of the school though. That one feels heavy. Whoa, buddy. This feels like a good fish. It's a good fish and he's fouled. We will take him though. Come here, bud. That water is a little bit dingy. I think that's why some of these fish are slapping at the blade and not getting it perfectly. That's a really nice fish. So I'm gonna set that blade back down and pick that LV back up because that added sound helps them hone in on it. I feel like my school of fish is right out here. So I'm just getting the boat away. I'm gonna turn around. I don't want to spook them with the boat. You know what I wish I had with me is a jerkbait. Again, when I'm on my aluminum boat, I don't bring everything with me. So I just bring a little bit of tackle and I just go fishing. And usually that's perfect. But once in a while, I think of something after the fact. These fish are only in like 4 to 8 foot of water. I think I could mess them up with a jerkbait. Not that we're not messing them up with a blade and a lipless. I'm just thinking of other baits that I could use to keep this school fired up. Golly, did you see that? He hit that so hard. He wanted it more aggressive. Okay, we can do more aggressive. You know what I started thinking? He munched that thing. Is that several of those fish bit when I was ripping it loose of cover, and I was ripping harder. So I thought I'm gonna speed it up, and that happened. Hello. This is a good one. I think we got a big one. Yeah, this is a big one. I'm running her down. Pulling so hard, I'm gonna chase her. Yep, it's a big one. Oh, blade bait. Look at that bass. She is white. Look at her cool spots. That fish is totally white. She's been in muddy water. Jumbo. That is awesome. All right, we'll get this girl back in the lake. That was awesome. I want to eat that real shad Damiki Vault. And I'm throwing that, by the way, I'm using the new X Pride. And it is the 7.2 medium light. That's what I've been catching all those fish on. My hookup to land ratio has been awesome. You know, treble hook baits, a lot of people are afraid of treble hook baits because fish come off. That's only if you're not using the right gear. If you're using the right gear, those fish stick. You know, my lipless, I'm throwing on a very specific rod. This, I'm throwing on a very specific rod. And I'll link all the baits and gear and everything down in the video description for you, like we always do. But man, I'm just glad we're out here. We're building a pattern, we're having fun, and we just got our kicker. It's awesome. Look at this heron trying to swoop in and get my bass. Get out of here. Same deal as before. I was fouled up, popped it harder, and that guy ate it. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. You know, in the springtime, when you get these beautiful days, right? High sun, it's warming, slick, calm. That's when fish tend to move up shallow to feed. So when you get these days, those are your days to cover water. These are not the days to pick up a worm. These are not the days to pick up a jig. These are the days to pick up a swim bait, pick up a lipless, an A-rig, a blade bait, a square bill, a chatterbait, and just go to town. In a perfect world, you're looking for schools of fish. And if you run into them, I mean, you just saw what can happen, right? You just get to wail on them. Sometimes you never run into those, and that's okay. You just keep covering water, searching for that one big one that's moved up. But in a perfect scenario, you find those schooling fish, you get the school fired up, because it's pretty easy to get a 10-inch bass fired up. You get the smallest fish in the school to fire up, and that fish fires up the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and next thing you know, the giants are eating, and you haven't had to do anything to fool them. Spring is an awesome time to be on the water. Get out there, catch some of these fish. It is an absolute riot. Today was awesome. We found a school. We got to wail on them. We got a great big kicker to boot. Down in the video description, I'll link all the baits for you. Mainly we got them on the chatterbait, on a jackhammer. We got them on the LV500, and we got them on the Vault blade bait. But I'll link those specifics for you, as well as some of the other stuff that I had rigged up for fishing during these conditions. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.